First Amendment attorney joining us now to talk about this. Larry, appreciate you coming in to talk about this. There are some that have said this just tramples First Amendment rights. Now she's walked that back a little bit. The mayor's office has. Where do you weigh in on this?
Well, initially it looked like this was a case of political correctness run amok, that the city was trying to look at what was being said about the issue of homosexuality or gender identity and subpoenaing all these sermons that were being given from the pulpit. That would clearly be a First Amendment violation. You can't get involved with telling the preachers what to preach or what to say during their sermons. But it looks like this is more about an issue of subpoenas being issued in order to determine whether or not the signatures that were gathered to try to challenge this ordinance, this anti-discrimination ordinance, were valid or not. I think everybody now realizes that the subpoenas were way overbroad. They shouldn't be asking for the content of sermons, and that the subpoenas need to be narrowed to deal with the specific issue in the lawsuit.
And Larry, in a lot of these non-discrimination cases we've seen in communities, there are stark differences on the beliefs on one side or the other. Going forward now, if the office pursues this, the way the churches move forward, where do you see this playing out?
Well, this is a test case of sorts, because this is a gender identity discrimination ordinance that goes much further than federal law in terms of what it protects. And there's, as you note, high emotion on both sides. The ordinance was passed, and yet on the other side, there's a strong effort to try to repeal it. And they got lots of signatures from residents seeking to repeal this ordinance. So it's going to be interesting to see not only whether the referendum challenge succeeds, but whether or not there's any challenges to the substance of this ordinance, and whether or not there's a civil rights issue there.
And certainly a lot of eyes on Houston. Larry, I appreciate you clearing this up for us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
A battle.